Hello, my friends. How are you doing? There we go. Okay, the light is okay. It's kind of okay. It's a little bit strange today. Sorry for that. Let me see where the chat is. Chat. Pop out chat. There we go. Okay, cool. Thank you very much for joining, everybody. Omega, hi. Thanks for joining. My webcam is a little bit higher. This is like, you will probably see me look down, even though, like, yeah, camera's up there, screen is down here. Hi, Omega. Hi, Dimson. Hi, Malagaba. How are you doing? Thanks for joining. Hi, Matrix. Hi, Ramon. Hi, AI Dan. Hi, Paul. Hi, Brian. Thanks for joining. Hi, Silver Sith. Wow, cool name. Hi, Daldrick. Thanks for joining. There we go. Yeah, that I already said. Marcos 3D, thanks for joining. Paul, hi, thanks for joining. Walters, thanks for joining. Triple Hat, hi, nice to see you in my stream. He's one of my mods on the Discord server, which should be linked below the video. By the way, leave a like under the video so more people can see that. Looks zoomed in. Yeah, it's also zoomed in because the camera is higher, so it captures more of the green screen in the lower part, so I have to like, and also the camera's a little bit further away, so I have to figure it out. And I don't know why it's so overexposed. It's kind of strange, and I don't want to fiddle around with the settings now because I don't know. Let's see. Hi Gary, how you doing? Hi Ethan. What? No, Itachidri. Hi. Thanks for joining. Hi, Raimund. Thanks for joining. Hi, Farvadin. And hi, Czech also. Very nice. All right. So, yeah, we can do a lot of cool stuff today. I'm not doing Flux stuff, though, because someone said that. Flux Schnell. They have a new model of Runway Gen-3, which is a turbo model, which is rendering faster. So I thought we could check that out. Thank you very much. It's with these kind of like, what the name of the birds? They are called Kranich in German, but I don't know the English word. What is the English word for that? Let me check real quick. Kranich, English. It's called a crane. A crane. There you go. A crane. All right. Yeah. So we could do multiple things. Either, I also wanted to play around a little bit with Krita, maybe. We could review your AI art, or you can send me images that we put into Gen-3 to generate some videos from that. We can do all of that. I can show you the changes on Midjourney with the new online editor they have. That might also be interesting. And yeah, we can just play around a little bit with different kinds of ideas, different kind of concepts of what can be done with AI if you want to. Let me find the chat again. There we have it. Hi, everybody. Very nice to see so many people. Crane, thank you very much, Jack. Yeah, so that's it. Flux Q8 GGUF. Aura Flow 3. What is Aura Flow 3? Is that a video model, or is that kind of like, I actually don't know right now. Let me see. Aura Flow. Oh, okay. Oh, interesting. Open source, large flow-based text to image generation model. It says 0.1 here, though. Aura Flow AI Playground. I have to check that out later. Sounds good, though. Okay, cool. Let me write a note about that. Yes, let's just generate a note. There we go. Okay, cool. We could start with, I don't know. We could start with, let me switch here. There we go. This is the alpha page. By the way, now if you have Midjourney, and you can use the alpha page after you've generated your first 100 images. So that's basically nothing. You can do that on your first day, and then use the web interface, which has a lot more features. Like, for example, here with this pop-down menu, you have here the ratio that you want to use. You have here the model and the model version you want to use. you can personalize it where it learns from you the kind of images you want to create. And soon they are going to allow you to create multiple personalized versions. So basically like LoRa's. That's kind of cool. And then you have here sliders for style, for weirdness, for variety. There's an explanation when you mouse over the question mark. And you have here also the modes of speed, relax, of relax, fast, and turbo. So basically the same stuff you do with the chat commands, but here with the easy interface. And on the lower part where you can see me, let me move myself over a little bit. 1 second. Loop. Gonna move myself here in the middle. There's some buttons here. Actually, let me find the chat first so I can see what people say. There we go. GGUF is a new optimized version of Flux. Oh, interesting. Okay. Man, I really need to go get into the habit of making more videos again. I'm kind of like, I'm out of the rhythm and I really need to get into that. I would like to make a video daily again, but for some reason it's kind of not happening right now. But I really want to do that again. 2080 Super with 28 GB. Not enough for Flux and so on. Well, isn't that like a rather old graphics card? 2080 with 8 GB sounds, I don't know how old, but like it's 4080 now, so a couple of years for sure. Is still censored, really? Didn't I create other images with Flux that are not censored? I'm not quite sure right now. Can't remember, but I mean, there's so many models, so many LoRa's for all kinds of stuff. Momen, thank you very much. Really appreciate that. Yeah, so if you want to create non-censored stuff, there's so many models out there to do that. So there's not really a problem not to use Flux for that. There we go. Oh, by the way, one thing. Should I say that on live stream? 1 second. Let me find this real quick. An artist that I really like, he made a video about AI art. Maybe you know him, this guy here. This guy. And he makes some pretty good points in his video about like how AI is not so great for artists and how you should rely on your basics and your fundamentals and stuff like that. And partially I agree because the models are not ready yet, and also because the AI process is a different process. But then also I think he like misses out on different parts of the AI functionality inside of the creative industries, because not everybody in the creative industries is an artist, right? Or like artist, yes, but not a painter, not someone who draws. So I would really love to have a conversation with him because I think we have both an artistic background. It would be interesting to have this perspective. I hope he reacts to that. That would be really amazing. That would be a very interesting discussion. I would love to have a discussion with him, maybe an hour long or something, about these topics, talk about different perspectives of art, how art evolve, stuff like that. One thing he says, like at the end of the video, this video, is like he's sure that AI is here to stay around and we have to figure out how to use it, which is a very good point. So he's not like anti-AI, even though the thumbnail looks a little bit like that. But he is like cautious about AI, which I think is a good kind of perspective to have on this kind of thing, because even though with all the amazing thing it can do, we still have to figure out how we can use it culturally and socially and artistically. There's a lot of different dimensions to think about that, and integrate it into a good way that is, I don't know, useful. You know what I mean? Right? So, like, for example, one thing I think you could say is that in the, like with all the technology we have from computers with like 3D art and digital effects and video games and all that kind of stuff, it didn't really like massively improve the quality of things, because you would think, well, we can go much deeper. But actually, if you think about the main studios that create video games and like movies and TV shows and music and stuff like that, I think we can both agree. Maybe I should go to the big screen 1 second. Bloop. I think we can all agree that the stuff that comes out recently is more like interesting for the stock investors, not so much for the actual viewers. So like people abuse that kind of system. When you think about the latest like Marvel movies and Star Wars movies and a lot of the video games that come out in really bad states and stuff like that, technology isn't always used for the benefit of the user or of the benefit of the artists. Is more like who has the money and who makes the rules, right? So we have to figure out what is a good way to use AI, and also like in a positive way, but then also not abuse it at the same time, right? Also, if you think about like social media content, a lot of social media content is crap. It's really like bottom barrel dirt, right? A lot of stuff on TikTok, a lot of stuff on YouTube, all these kind of social experiments and all that kind of nonsense, because they try to massage the algorithm rather than actually making good content as they used to do in the past. There's still a lot of people who make amazing content, but there is a lot more people who make really bad content, right? Of course, the algorithm is gonna like cater to you the stuff you want to watch. So depending on what you watch over time, you might see more of the bad stuff. And if you kind of like, they have a function, for example, on YouTube to say, ignore this channel or not interested in kind of video. And then if you do that often enough, it will like reduce the bad stuff. But then if you just watch like 2-3 bad videos, suddenly like you're back on having like suggested 1 million bad videos every single day, because that's where they get the ad money from. And YouTube is about ad money. They're not about like artistic content. It's not like a museum. They are not government funded or anything. They are a private company, so they will promote what brings them the most money, of course. Sorry, that was like a a long monologue. Tyler Edlin is amazing. Yeah, he is. He's a really great artist. He's a good teacher also for all the drawing things. So yeah. Yeah, and I can understand that when artists say they don't like when I have conversations with artists and they say they don't like AI, the reason is often that they say, well, it's missing out on the process of actually creating art, right? Like, for example, a gourmet cook would tell you, well, a frozen pizza is not a real pizza, because even if you can eat it, it's way worse than an actual nice pizza. And they enjoy the process of cooking, and because of that, they are all about the cooking process. Even though you are not able to cook and you don't have time to cook and you just want to stuff something in your face, for them it's not good food, and of course for him it's not good art, even though for the rest of the world it might be good enough for the moment, right? Just like we still watch the Marvel and Star Wars movies, even if or the TV shows, even if a lot of them are really bad, just because it's in reach, it's there, it's promoted to us, so we click on the big red button that says press me, right? It's just like it's a lot of laziness basically, right? Laziness, and then also investor interests, to be honest, right? Yeah, there's a craft, right? I think there's also a craft in AI. It's pretty complex to do good stuff, but of course it's important to figure out how that works. And that I think that would be an interesting conversation with him. Man, I'm so overblown with the light today. It's really crazy. I mean, still one of my favorite examples is photography. Like, for example, people were so upset, like the professional photographers, when the magazines said, well, we're not going to use any like photojournalists most of the time anymore, because people send us their private shots from their cell phones, and then we have actually footage from the people to the people, and that is like not only a lot cheaper, but also like directly from the source, which made a lot of sense. And then also today, of course, we have all these kind of social media channels that report live from the location about the situation, from their own perspective. So a lot has changed in a good way, in a bad way. Like, different ways. Of course, it's not as artistic photographically. They are not educated like trained photographers, but who cares? You know, at that moment, you just want to have a photo of whatever it is you want to see, that crash, that war, that whatever it is. You don't need a fancy artsy photo for that. You just need a photo that shows you what's going on, right? So I don't know. Anyways, there's a lot of perspective to all of these kind of things. We have to figure out the middle way, right? Okay, let's go back to the screen. Bloop. There we go. Okay, let's see. Okay, we talked about Midjourney. Prompt, in my opinion, is a full command, full fork flow, not only text. I don't know what that means. Is a full command, full, you mean workflow and config, not only text? Yeah, there's a lot more to it. There's a lot of like complexity to it, right? Doesn't amount to mixed bag. It's probably biased. I think your take doesn't amount to mixed bag. I don't know what that means either. Sorry. I'm sometimes I don't know what even like simple sentences mean. Okay, anyways, or maybe it wasn't pointed at me. Anyways, down here you have, instead of like the resize thing we had in the past, you have now an editor. You can click on that, and here you can see you can like resize. Whoa, look at that. Wow, you can make like crazy ratios. This will actually create a ratio of that. Should we do that? I kind of want to see what that does. Wait a second, let me do it like this, and then put the angel here in the middle like that. You can actually do that. Like, that's crazy. So they really added some really interesting stuff to Midjourney. Let's click to submit, and you see it's submitted. It's rendering up here, but you can still go on and do more stuff. So I can go back here, set this back if I want to. By the way, there's also, what is this? Oh, this is the oh, is there an undo? Yeah, there's an undo. Wow, there's an undo. So I can erase stuff? That's pretty cool. Okay. I haven't actually played with this, so I don't know why you would erase stuff. Maybe to replace it with something. You restore? Oh, I can erase and then I can restore. Oh, so I can make very precise masks. Even though I don't think like very precise mask gonna work too much. Up here you have the size of your tool, which is also nice. Scale. Ah, you can scale it in here. That's pretty cool. You have different ratios here, preset ratios, if you want to choose from that. I don't see a masking button though. But maybe what you erase is what's gonna, like, let's just erase the face. And then right here, smiling woman. Just do it like that. Submit, and see what happens. I don't know. I'm not sure if the AI-generated pictures can be considered creative. After all, it's hard to say if they are similar to edit in the activity or neural network human brains when they create art. It doesn't. Sorry. It doesn't matter if the machine is creative. It matters if you are creative. There's a big difference. Like, again, like you can always, I think with a lot of stuff that has to do with AI, you can go back to photography and ask the same questions about photography. Like, a camera isn't smart. A camera doesn't have neurons. A camera doesn't have any thought process in there. It's just either a chemical process or it is like an electronic process with a digital sensor. And then you decide if it's a good picture or not. You can throw your camera in the air and have it take like 50 images per second and then catch it again and decide on the best image that you want to pick from that series, if there is anything good in there. And that's it. The camera took the photos on its own. It doesn't need you to take a photo. It will still make a picture and you can decide what to do with that. Art has nothing to do with you created it. That is just one version of art, but there's many versions of art. A lot of versions of art do not require that you actually created the thing that you show. Like, for example, the DJ doesn't create the songs. Some do, but a lot don't. And still, he's an artist. He's a DJ, right? He's remixing, right? So, yeah, there's a lot of different versions of that. It's not the artifact. It's page. Art is not the artifact. I don't know what that means. Art is not the artifact. Produces a unique response, and art is just that response. It matters not how the artifact is made. How artifact? You mean the artwork or what? I'm a little bit confused by the word artifact. Where's my mouse? Oh, there's my mouse. Oh, you don't see my screen. 1 second. Okay. The faces are pretty creepy. I mean, it did replace the face, so that's pretty cool. But a lot of them are like strange faces. I mean, they do kind of fit the original style, but they look a little bit eerie. This one is not too bad, but it has this thing here. Well, you could fix that in Photoshop probably. And here we have, whoa, here we have the super wide angle. How is that? That is pretty cool, huh? With the wings. I wish kind of the wings would go on down here, but you could basically like mask that out and then have it remade. I guess you could do that. We can actually try that. Let me go in here, and then we use the editor, and then wait a second, let's go like this. Okay, so we're gonna erase these parts here. It's interesting that they get erased. All right. So let's write here white angel wings. Submit that. Okay, I agree. After all, it is your decide to create. Yeah, right. And also you build the process, you make the settings, you create the image for the input or choose the image for the input. It's a lot of things, right? Do you plan to make some reviews of our works? We could do that. Yes, we could also do that. We can also, oh, wow, that was pretty fast. Is that already it? Yeah, it's already it. Oh, cool. Look at that. So it made some, I mean, these are like super long feathers right now. It's a little bit strange. Not exactly what I wanted. But it's pretty cool. Look, there's even like light shining through from the back, like up here. So it's kind of the same style. This one is in shade. This was in sunshine. So it's actually pretty cool what it does. And that to like this super big format here. All right. I want to go, let me go a little bit more complex. Oh, 1 second. That's the wrong one here. Let me go a little bit more complex here. 1 second. Fantasy concept art of a mountain valley in spring with a meadow. How do you write meadow? In the middle. How do you write meadow? Meado. Man, I'm sweating bullets. It's so warm. The downside of Europe is if it's warm, there's no air condition. You just sweat. Like in Northern Europe. In the south, they have... Give her a pigeon face. That's actually an interesting idea. We can try that. 1 second. Should we try it here? Editor. Let's delete this. Maybe make it like this. Head of a pigeon. Let's try if that works. I want to see that. Okay. Oh, there we go. Oh, look at that. Holy moly. Okay, cool. And what are we gonna do? Let's go here, and then we take the editor, And then I'm gonna remove this stuff here. And I'm gonna say I wanna have a fantasy concept art of a village. Let me see how that works. Oh, well, it didn't create a pigeon face, which is interesting because it removes everything. There is no slider for like how much does it do its own thing. So yeah, it didn't create a pigeon face at all. Oh, look at that. Wow, why is it so fast today? It's not a village, it's just a house though. It's cool, but it's not what I wanted. Let me try again. Editor. Oh, it's still there. That's pretty cool. A village, fantasy concept art of a cozy village with multiple houses, and a small church. All right, let's submit that. Let's see what happens. Whoops, sorry. By the way, you have here the Explore tab where you can not only see all the images, or look at that, that's pretty cool. You can also see the prompt and all the settings, and you can work with that. And not only can you work with the prompt, you can work with the image as an input for a style guide or an image reference, or both a style guide and an image reference. So there's a lot of tools in here, so they make it pretty easy. Oh, look at this. That's already much better. It's a little bit skewed from the perspective, but it's there and has the same style. It's actually pretty cool. Like it. Very nice. Look at this. Pretty cool. Wow. Okay. So now I want to try something else. Let's take this one and we go to the editor, and now I want to see if this works. Let's go here like this, for example. And I'm not sure if this is able to do it or not. Of a black sci-fi monolith. Is this how you write monolith? My brain is melting. Monolith. There we go. Black. Whoops. Stone sci-fi monolith. Let's see if it can do that. That would be surprising. Maybe we should write giant. Of a giant. It would be nice if it had some kind of drawing tool in here, so you put a little bit color to give it an indication. No, it didn't add anything at all. Okay, that's not good. Yeah, this doesn't work. So apparently it has to do something with the image. You can't just like do random stuff willy-nilly. Pigeon hat? Did I write it wrong? Really? Man. Was it this one? No. Oh wait, I think it was this one. Editor? Well, we can do it again. Let's do it like this. You know what? We're gonna write head of a duck. And then we write here no human face. Okay, submit. Oh, it's so hot. You have no idea. Sweating bullets here. It's crazy. So the monolith thing didn't work. Maybe someone knows how to... Oh! Yeah, baby! Oh, man. What? All right. I mean, it's a duck. A duck has a human like skin though, but oh wow. Okay. That is great. That is really nice. Okay. Interesting. I wonder if we can like trick this into doing the same thing. Because that would be so nice if we were able to generate like crazy interesting elements here. Let me try something other. Like for example, let's go like this. Let's write here. Let's just write giant monster. Oops. Giant monster, submit. Let's see if we can do that. And then maybe something, what else could we write here? Giant dragon. If it can do it, if it's like more similar to what you would expect in that kind of situation. The face is crazy. But why is it not able to do that? That is kind of a pity that it's not able to like input there any kind of stuff that is a little bit further away from the original. If you know, let me know how you would do it in here, because there doesn't seem to be any way to do that. And there is no slider to say 100% it should be like that. Oh, maybe we have to put the weight. Is this the weight? I can't remember how to put the weight. 2. Let's set it to 2. Let's set it to 4 maybe. 4. See if that works better. Maybe there's a trick for inpainting. Oh, there we have a little bit of a dragon. So sometimes it works if it wants to. The dragon is kind of strange, but it's a dragon. So that's a good starting point. And I guess if you now paint over that again, it would like make a stronger dragon maybe. Let's do this again. Like so, and then submit. And see if this will enhance the dragon or not. There's another dragon here in white. Very low detail though. Yeah, these didn't do anything. Well, that's a pity. There's a little worm here for some reason. Okay, so that's the weight. Unless I did the weight wrong. Has nothing to do with it. If you get the prompt right, it will do it. Really? Ah, let me try one more thing. And by the way, let me know in the comments what you want to do. Do you want to do? Wait, we're gonna do a poll about that. We do a poll. We do. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? We can do submit images for Gen-3 runway, or we could do submit images for review. Okay, let's see what more people want to do, and then we're gonna do that. How much would it be to use this? Well, it's I think like $30 a month. So it's not cheap to use this. Okay, and the giant dragon sitting next to it. Okay, let's see if this is better if we describe the full scene. 60? No, I think if you want to have privacy, it's like an addition, but it's not 60. I don't think so. 60, I think, is for the corporate version, which is different from the privacy add-on. But yeah, like your images are usually public. So let's see. Didn't work either. Okay, so this is just not that's just not happening. Well, let me get a chair and a fan. It's no, $10 is the like super cheap subscription where you don't have the like unlimited rendering. And then you don't really like you finish it in one evening and then you're done for the rest of the month. And you don't get the money back either. So you have to go with the middle subscription. Is there any? Yeah, here, manage subscription. Yeah, so there's this one. This has like 200 images per month. That's nothing. You will use that in the first 2 hours. And then you have this one, which is 24 because I have the yearly billing. And then you have like 15 hours of fast generation and then unlimited relax generation. Yeah, and then 48 per month on a yearly is the stealth image generation. So they changed it from an add-on to an actual plan. Pro plan, 30 hours fast generation. You don't really need fast generation. Unlimited, like the relax generation is usually fast enough. And oh, interesting. So the standard plan only has 3 concurrent fast jobs, and the pro plan has 12 concurrent fast jobs. But you have a queue here for that one with like 10 prompts. So it's still good enough because you still have to wait until it's still wait until it's finished. Anyways, let me take a chair real quick and the fan. So I like, because I'm melting here. It's crazy. 1 second. Oh shit. What's this? There we go. All right. Whew. All right. Okay. So what do really people want to do? People want to, it's like 50-50 basically. How many votes do we have? 34. Wait a second. I'm gonna go in here. We're gonna remove the prompt thing. No, we're gonna change this to a multiple choice checkbox. Option A, option B. Is this for review or Gen-3? Option 1 is review and option 2 is Gen-3. So basically we can do both of them at the same time. Checkbox. Wait, is this for 1? Can you only check 1 or can you do drop down? I guess this makes, let me see, let me preview this 1 second. Oh yeah, okay, cool. The link, the name. Do we need the name? It kind of makes sense to have the name. Okay, cool. Good. So let me see the link. We don't need an email. We need to shorten the link. Copy. Okay, so submit your image here. Okay. Let's end the poll. My link is gone. Okay. Submit your image here. Boom. Okay. 1 second. So we have this, and I make this multiple times, and then I pin it to the top. Pin it in. There we go. Oh, you can see my screen. I forgot about that. Okay. Here we have the responses. Create a link sheet. Yes, please. Linky pinky. There we go. And then I see here if you want to have it for Gen 3 or just as a link. Yes, and that's it. One image per person to get started, and then maybe later on we have more images, but right now it's just one image, right? So it's like everybody gets a chance. Okay, anyways, so this is what Midjourney is right now, which is pretty cool. I'm still happy with it. I use it for almost all of my thumbnails because it's just the fastest way to get the result you want to have. And it's like, as you can see, it can basically do any kind of style in a very sophisticated way. So you don't have to like, with Stable Diffusion, you have to test around like this and that and that and this to make it work. Here, of course, text is not so great, but most of the time you kind of get pretty quickly what you want to have. And it also has this kind of artistic cinematic style. Beautiful colors, beautiful composition, very nice pose, everything. So for thumbnails, it's just pretty good most of the time, right? Like, look at that stuff. That's really cool. And as you know, like I said, you can use that prompt. So I can use this. I can just put that here, and then I change the ratio to whatever I want to have, like 16:9. And then I can just like re-render that, and we should get something that looks pretty good. Can you see that? Yes, you can. Okay, let me move myself over here again. Yeah, we can leave it like that. That should be finished in a second. Let's see if we already have. Wow, okay, people already like posting some stuff. So the first one is for, wait a second, I have to check that first. Let me see. Oh, that's a beautiful work. Okay, cool. I hope that's yours. Let's go here to the stream. Let's save that. The other one is review. That is a YouTube video, though. Please don't put YouTube videos. What is this one? Put like image links. Okay, we can use that. Lots of flux images. Oh, nice. Wow. Okay, cool. This is another one for image. AI artist. We can try that. Why not? We can try that. Okay. And then there's another one for review. Ah, okay, cool. Okay, cool. Let me switch back here. Is the fan too loud? Is it? Do you hear it at all? You should just blow at me, but it actually works great, to be honest. I'm much cooler now. Where's Gen 3? Look at that. This is what I did before with that kind of like plane here flying over a burning city. Looks pretty nice, huh? I'm gonna download the videos in a second. Not this one, maybe, or maybe this one too. Let's do this too. I have to go here, and then let me delete all. We're gonna load from here. So first of all, we have this one here. Japanese woman walking through a flower field. Camera following her. Okay, let's just do that. And this is the turbo model, so that should be pretty fast, hopefully. This is a video made with AI. Okay, I will check it out. I will have a look. In the meantime, while this is rendering, oh, wait a second, we have to, wait a second, maybe, camera moving away from her at a low angle. Okay, let's see how that works. And then we're gonna use the other one here. Animated logo. Oh, it has to be... Okay, we're just using the logo, not the text. It has to be cropped. 2D animation. Let's do it like this. And then we're also gonna go here with 3D animation. Let's do it like this. Oh no, generation error. Yeah. Let's rerun this. Let's hope this works. 1 second. Okay, we can review some stuff in the meantime. Like for example this one. Oh, that's the video. Shit. Ah! Where's the sound? There's the sound. Okay. And it's also a short video, which is not the right dimension. So you see a tiny video on your screen right now. Okay, it's cars with like the camera moving around it, which is pretty cool. And some like editing effects. Very nice. Okay. Cool. Would be nice if it would be like different formats so I can show it bigger, but yes. Okay, cool. Also maybe done with Gen 3. I don't know, with Flux. Or maybe Flux with Kling or something like that. Okay, that's it. Let's go to the next one. Sorry for that. There we go with the lady. Very nice. Wow, pretty realistic. Can we open up the image? There we go. Ah, it's very big. Man, why can't browsers just like show the image as it is? Look at that. Wow. Very nice quality, huh? Good lips. There is transparency in the glasses, and the details behind them are like pretty nice. So that's pretty good. The hair is very nice. The chain, every detail looks pretty cool, right? Pretty amazing. All right. Very nice. Let's reset. It's reset. Okay, cool. Let's close this. Let's go to our runway here. Why is there generation error after generation error? Why doesn't this work? Let's try this again. Japanese woman walking through a flower field. Okay, let's remove this. Walking through a field of flowers. Let's hope this works next. Okay, let's see the animation here. Did that work? Ooh. Okay, let's download this. Let's rerun this. Oh, is this 3D, Anna? And the 2D didn't work? Wow. Okay, so apparently there is a lot of problems with the turbo model right now. Maybe we can't really do it. I think I can change to the normal alpha model. Should we do that instead of the turbo model? If we get another error, we switch over to the other one, because that's not great. Okay, let's go here. We have this video we can watch. Look at that. Yo, very nice, huh? Pretty good. The like sketchy quality is more from the Midjourney image than from what Gen 3 is doing. Although one thing I will point out here is that the new city that is created here does not look like a city. It looks like a battlefield. So it should be like prolonging that river here and adding more buildings, but it doesn't really do that. But it's still cool. You know, it's pretty nice. It makes it even more apocalyptic. The only thing I don't like is the planes in the background, but that is from Midjourney. It has nothing to do with Gen 3. All right, and then we have this, and that's actually pretty cool. I entered it as a 3D effect, and that works actually pretty well. Look at that. It keeps the static parts of the logo static, and then these kind of flowing parts, they flow, but around behind the logo without disturbing the logo. That is pretty cool. That is very amazing that it can do that. Very nice. I wonder what happens if you use like an actual logo. We can actually try that. 1 second. Logo. That's their choice of logos? What the hell? Oh. Graphics. Okay, let's use a logo. Should we use this one? Kind of want to use the monkey logo. Okay, let's download this for the live stream. Yes. So let's hope that works right away. What is this? There's a JPEG format in here. That's good. Let's see what that is. Okay. Ah, we have to extend this. 1 second. Infinity photo. Give me a moment. Not now. New. Make it smaller. Let's take this one here. And then let's take it like this. We throw this in here. Whoa, that's a high resolution. There we go. Let's rasterize this. And then we're going to stretch it out. Zip. This is one side. And this is the other side. And then we export this. Export logo. Okay. Good. Let's go in here. Animated logo of the Monkey King. Let's also write 3D here. Oh, shit. Too big. Why is it too big? Okay. Did I upload the wrong image? I think I uploaded the wrong image. 1 second. Nope. Yeah, this one. 3D animation. There we go. Okay, let's write and make this the second time. And the other one broke too. So it's just not working. There's some problem with Turbo. We're gonna switch over to the normal alpha. Let's do this also twice. Okay, let's do some reviews. Sorry for that. Oh, look at this. Mrs. Necromancer in the bikini. This is the new bikini Necromancer bikini fashion 2024 for the late summer. Yeah. There we go. The bones and yeah. There we go. Queen of the bones. Very nice. And the hell with just one L though. There we go. Should check out the chat also. Without proper prompting, it lacks the creative direction what to do with non-abstract logos. Yeah, interesting. Oh, you mean if I do it like this, it's gonna like it's making error after error after error. This is not cool. Okay. Well, I have to message them later. Wait, let's remove all this stuff here. It's a pity that this doesn't work because I really wanted to play around with that. There we go. Okay. Would you rather live in a real world? Sorry. Yes. Would you rather live in a real world? No. Would you rather live in a sci-fi world or a fantasy world? What is Flux? Oh, this one? I don't know. It might be. It looks pretty good. But it could also be 1.5. It could be SDXL. I don't think it's XL. SDXL. Does it say anywhere here? No. Not quite sure though. It maybe it's Flux. This is Flux for sure because of the text. And also because of the the crispness of the details. Fantasy world? Yeah. Because of the magic? Or what? Hel is a goddess of the death in Norse mythology. Really? I didn't know that. Oh, okay. Sci-fi. Oh, with the mechas. Okay, cool. So you want to stay on the ground, not like being in space with the spaceship flying around to different, I don't know, planets and whatnot. which hopefully have life on them, not just being boring stone balls. Let's see what else we have here. Ooh, oh, there's a full flower here. Let me go and make this big. Oh, look at that. It's a pretty long image, so it would be better if it's like 16 by 9 so I can show it more. Doesn't rule out internet. Ah, yeah, that's true. Like, basically sci-fi is not future stuff, it's science stuff, which is interesting because I always also thought sci-fi is about the future, but Frankenstein is also sci-fi because he's a doctor and it's about science, you know. And fantasy, as you know, with Harry Potter can have like happen in our 2-day time. It doesn't have to do anything with medieval ages or whatever. It's just fantasy. If there's magic in it, it's fantasy. So yeah, which basically makes Star Wars a space fantasy movie, like mix of sci-fi and fantasy, because they have swords and magic and all that kind of stuff. It's not purely sci-fi like Star Trek is. Ooh, look at this guy here. Interesting. Kind of creepy, but also kind of cute, right? With the, he looks like the spikes look pretty soft, right? Can work in space as well. Yeah, but usually you don't fly intergalactic or like from planet to planet in a mech, right? You can, but usually you use a spaceship for that, right? Let's see what Runway is doing. There we have our monkey. Please work. Do something cool. Oh, holy shit. Okay. All right. Let's download this so we can see it big. And then for the other one, we make a little surprise here. Wow. Okay. You're right. We have to give it some more. We have to give it some more text to tell us what to do. Oh, it's rotating. Oh, holy moly. Whoa. And then it's blue on the back. Oh, nice. So he turns from the like violet Monkey King to the frozen blue Monkey King. Holy moly. That is pretty cool, huh? That is a nice effect. And the rotation, and it stays really accurate. The backside is basically the same, right? Does it change any details? I feel like it's exactly the same graphic. That is a really cool effect. Wow. All right. Okay. That is crazy. And here we have the other one. Whoa. This is more like for the trance party, right? The trance Goa party visual monkey, the Wukong of the East monkey techno trance party, right? There we go. Need some beats for that. There we go. Pretty cool. Okay. Wow. Also pretty nice. Also pretty cool. Okay, so we have explored that. Let me screen the other images here real quick so we don't have any kind of like stuff I shouldn't show. By the way, also let me color mark all of these so I'm not by chance forgetting anything. I can't even see where it is. There we go. Okay, cool. So this is for review. Oh, this is the guy we already have. Oh, wow. Holy crap. Okay. All right. And then there we have the... Oh, wow. Okay. And then we have 2 Gen 3 images. Let me see. Oh, okay. Well, no, this is not going to work. I'll tell you what in a second. 1 second. Oh, yeah. Okay, we can use that. I cannot download that, but I can make a screenshot. There we go. Bloop. Okay, cool. All right, so let me switch over here. So this image, this one doesn't work because it has to be 16 by 9. It's like I have to crop it, and this is like it's too long. It has to be a widescreen because, like, as you've seen, like Gen 3 only goes with the widescreen. Okay, let's delete this. Let's upload the let's upload the other image, which is not here. Oh, because I screenshotted it. Okay, 1 second. I have to switch over again. Let me load. Country road. Where is this? Oh, there are my screenshots. Okay, cool. There we go. Switch back. Man in a street. What is it? What is it called? Street. Demonstration. Yes, demonstration. Demonstration. Holding up a sign. Camera moving away from him. All right, let's animate this, do it twice. Okay, so let's do this. Let me see the chat. To drop a molly. Make me want to drop a molly. What? Oh, okay. Don't put that in the chat. What's the wide res? 16 by 9. Well, whatever you want. Like, what is it? 1920 by 1080? Or the higher version of that? Protest. Protest also good. To the place I just saved on the hard drive. I don't know what that means. Okay, protest. We can also add protest here. On a street protest. Protest. All right, let's check out some images here. So we check out, we have already seen this one. Let's check out the next one. This is pretty cool. I mean, her hair is going all over the place, but other than that, look at that. It looks like an actual pretty nice image. The classic black and white style is pretty cool with this like low contrast and this warm gray value, no white value. So it's a pretty warm image overall. Classic style, has a little bit of like a silver plate feel to it. So pretty cool, very nice. Of course, like if you look at it, there's a lot of like strange details, like there's a metal bar coming out of her chest and stuff like that. But I mean, it's pretty cool either way. It's a pretty cool like this kind of like AI street photography, which I think is like, it's kind of like its own genre. Because you can capture things, it's like you can't really capture in you might not want to capture in real life, or you can't capture in real life. Basically, anyway, I can download this for a second, one moment, and then I can put this here, upload it. There it is. And now I can use this as a style reference. And how can I close this? Oh, no. Anyways, okay. Photo of a geisha in a medieval Japanese village. Okay, let's do it like this. And this should actually now create the same style of the photo, hopefully. But be like a photo you couldn't take in real life, right? Oh, my typo again. Really? Oh, man. Protest. There we go. Oh, there we have the guy. Okay, let's download these. 1 second. Let's download this. Let's download this. Man, we made so many versions of that. Okay, let's see what this... Oh, look at this. How good is that, huh? It's the same art style. It's a photo. We have a geisha. It's kind of like, it's not really medieval image. It could be. So that's pretty cool. Look at that. Wow. Holy crap. Very nice. Look at this. She looks pretty modern. The face looks kind of modern though. But other than that, ooh, it's even raining in the background. How cool is that? Like, this is what I love about Midjourney, is it's very quick and it can do what you want it to do. You know, there is not like fiddling around and playing around and building stuff and figuring out the prompt and finding the LoRa and tuning the model. No, you just go there and you do stuff and you're done. Okay, this is a plastic umbrella, but still, you know what I mean. So that's pretty good stuff, right? Let's do this again. Use this, use that. 2 old geishas. Street photography of 2 old geishas walking in an alley in a medieval Japanese village. Boom, let's do this. Let's see if it does that. Okay. We're gonna go in on... Oh, no, we wanted to watch the videos. 1 second. Sorry. Doing too much stuff at the same time. Let's see what happens. Oh, look at that. Very nice. The people are like phasing a little bit into each other. Oh, it's getting too cold now. Look at that. He even has like a little like backpack here on the side. Like it looks like a little like sleeping bag or something. There she's like having another sign, holding up another sign over there. That's pretty cool. Pretty nice. This guy's holding his face in a very strange way. But that's not too bad, right? Okay, let's go to the next one. Same thing. More of the flags in the background. Pretty cool. And this time it actually extends the city in a nice way, actually adding buildings and trees and whatnot. So to do it in a pretty cool way, right? And then let's have the last one here. Yeah, pretty like similar. It keeps the sign. That's pretty good. So I feel like if like the next generations of like Runway model or other AI models are going to be pretty good. And then if you have this kind of process of like creating images first and then using that as the beginning of a scene, and it understands hopefully more of the action, because right now it's not so good with actions. He starts smiling. Really? Does he start smiling in one of the videos? Let me check. Did he start smiling? No. Not here? No. Nope. Didn't see him smiling. He's saying something here. Oh, he's smiling a little bit. Yeah, a little bit. Oh, there he goes. There we go. Ha! You're right. Yeah, he starts smiling. Okay, cool. Let's go back here real quick. Oh, look at that. Holy shit. That is cool, huh? You can do street photography and you can do it on your computer. You don't even have to like leave your home. And you can do different photographic styles. Okay, the face is here pretty creepy. You can fix that with ComfyUI. Sorry, with Stable Diffusion. This is a good one. Look at that. Look how, and this is what I love about Midjourney, is this kind of like, it brings a lot of artistic expression, emotion, artfulness. There's a lot of stuff in here, huh? Look at how they look to the side. That's kind of like the kind of moment you want to capture in street photography. Of course, like they have 2 sticks and only 1 umbrella, so there's a lot of mistakes still, but still, it's a pretty good, pretty good situation here. Okay, let's go on here with the review. Did we have a look at that? Oh yeah, that was the one. That was the one that's inspired all of that. This is the next one here. The dude. Wow, it's a very nice beard. And like nicely shaved head also. Pretty cool. Wow. All right, there we go. I look like a smooth egg in this one. A little bit, but it's still pretty cool. Candid edition should work. Oh, really? Interesting. Candid edition. Yeah, that might be a good idea to add candid as a word. Should try some of the new style lures for Flux. I should do that, but not today, because I have to download that and figure it out and whatnot. So we, it's not so great for right now. Is this the one we just looked at? Yes. Okay, so let's do this one here. Ooh, Spider-Woman, basically. Right. If that was a Spider-Man movie, Spider-Woman movie, I think not so many people would watch that. Because it's pretty creepy, but that could be a creepy version of Spider-Man or Spider-Woman. That would be cool, like a horror version. I'm kind of like surprised, like a lot of these, like, to my knowledge, correct me if I'm wrong, there is no superhero horror genre. which is strange. Like, why isn't that a thing, right? Especially like there's so many like interesting bad characters, but there is not really like a horror movie or a psychodrama or stuff like that. I mean, of course you could say, well, what is he called, like Freddy Krueger, or what is he called, the guy with the machete, or stuff like that. Those are kind of like superheroes, super monsters, so that's kind of true. And Godzilla is a super monster, but yeah, maybe there is. Maybe I'm just talking nonsense. But you know what I mean. Hybrid spider and woman. I feel like Midjourney's style is ahead of many ways. Yeah, I would say so. Because from the start they said they want to focus on the quality of the models rather than adding any kind of like thing. There's a lot of comics, that's true. There's a lot of like horror comics. Spawn is pretty dark. Spawn is pretty like heavy, you know. And the, what is it called? The Punisher, I would say that's kind of horror. Hellboy? No, Hellboy's cute. That's more like the cozy sugar version. That's not horror. That's not psychodrama. He's like a cool guy smoking cigars and kicking butt. So he's not that's not a horror. This is the guy with the thing. Oh, look at that, how cute. Look at this little fella. There we go. All right. There we go. Hellboy is a little scary? What? What about Hellboy is scary? I mean, maybe, I mean, everybody's like limit is different, but I don't think Hellboy is scary at all. Wenduak from Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. Is that a video game, Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous? I always wanted to play a Pathfinder game. Is Pathfinder the one where they have like everything, every dialogue is audio? Ooh, okay. Or is it the other one? Because there are two games, they look very similar, and one has full audio and the other one has just text. And I don't like to read text when I play a video game. I mean, I could just like read a book if that's the case, you know. Okay, this is a pretty cute guy with his little jacket here. TTRBG? The hell is that? Oh, tabletop. Okay, tabletop, yes. I'm not playing that either. So, this is a folder. Okay, wait a second. I have to check out these new images. And first of all, I have to also mark everything we have done. I'm going to do it over here because that's a little bit simpler. Why is this a drive? Don't send me a drive. Okay, I'm gonna check out one of the images because it's pretty cool, but usually just send me one image. What is this? Oh, it's also pretty cool. You know what? I'm gonna just leave them open because that makes things a little bit easier and faster to go through on the way back. Oh, look at that. Okay, cool. 1 second. Oh, okay. A little bit strange, but okay. What is this? Oh, yeah, we can take that. If you want to, we can also play around a little bit more with the logos, logo animation, because I thought that was pretty nice. Oh, wow, this is a good one. Okay, I'm almost finished with the checking. This is from the same user. Okay. Is this for Gen 3? No, it's for the review. Interesting. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna use that. Oh, it even works. Okay, that's cool. All right, and then the last one. 1 second. Yeah, I can show that. Okay, cool. Give me one moment. Doop. All right, cool. Yes, let me switch back and then also turn this back on again. Oops, sorry. There we go. Okay, so first of all, we're gonna start the video rendering. Let me upload the images here real quick. So first we have this one here. Tropical thunders. Is thunderstorm one word or two words? Wait, I'm gonna write here. FPV view tropical thunderstorm camera flying into the storm. Volcano eruption. Okay, good. Let's do this twice. And then we're going to delete this and upload the next image. I'm always clicking on the wrong part. And there we have a duck in a cave. Yes, that looks good. Plastic duck floating in a cave. Cinematic light. Okay. Do this twice too. Is already finished? No. Okay, so we're gonna check out the images. We have already seen that. This is the one from the folder. Gonna just show one, but this is pretty cool. Very nice image. Look at the details here. Whoa, that looks like very nice with the hat, the witch hat. There's some golden like jewelry or bedazzlement up there. Volcanic lightning. Okay, it's also nice. I thought this is going to be like a city, but it's actually a landscape in the background, which looks pretty cool. There's some kind of strange towers here. And then look at that beautiful dress with that kind of like, I don't know, golden, whatever, jewelry on her back. This looks a lot like the art style of this like very good YouTube artist. I don't know the name. The face is too detailed for his style, but the rest and the colors and the flow of the clothing looks pretty much like his style. So that's pretty cool. Very nice. Looks very beautiful. Very, very good. Okay, cool. Let's go on to the next one where we have the hippo. He's the hippest hippo in town. There we go. Look at him with the golden jacket. Whoa, very cool, huh? With the light and everything. Let an artist do that. Like that's pretty, like you have to have like seriously good skill to be able to draw that kind of realistic image with the kind of light reflection and everything. That takes a long time. And you do it like quick, right? Ghost Blade? What is Ghost Blade? Is that a video game, Ghost Blade? I think it is, right? Oh no, it's called Blade of Tsukushima or something like that. Ghost Blade. I don't know what Ghost Blade is. Was a woman from Ghost Blade? I don't know. Okay, next one we have here the the robotic cyber Karen telling you to get out of here. Don't skateboard on her road. Or whatever. It's like a mix of robot and vintage robot, like tin figure, and but also like a little bit cyberpunk with the like headphones and the goggles and whatnot. There's a lot of different things in here. Hipster hippo. Yeah, there we go. I love the golden jacket is pretty cool, yeah. Okay, what's the next one? There we have this one, which I don't know. The Starry Night with claymation, or no, not claymation, like clay, you know. So that's pretty cool. It's the moon from the with the one eye. It reminds of, was it Lumiere with the moon? Who made that video from the moon? Travel to the moon. Early movie. Trip to the moon. Jules Verne. Ah, Méliès? How do you pronounce that? I'm not sure. Anyways, you know what I mean. Python? I don't know if it can do that, but we can try that. It wasn't sent over for animation, but we can still try that. Let's do it. There we go. Sun and moon. Should we call it clay? Oh. Sun and moon Animation in the... Oh, no, we can't do that because they don't allow artist names. Animation. Claymation style. Let's do that twice. And then these videos here are finished. We can download them. The 1 and the 2. There we have the duck. What the duck? All right. Okay, let's check that out real quick. This is the first one. I don't know if you can see that it's rotating a little bit around the mountain and then whatever this effect here is. So it's not good. Okay, next one. Oh, wow. Well, what's with the lightning? It's like a dance show up there. Zeus is having his techno party today. And the drone is not really flying into the scene. So something went wrong here. It's animated, but it's like just not enough. And then here we have the duck. Oh, wow. This is pretty cool, though. That is really nice. Look how good that worked. Wow. Whoa. Holy moly. Look at that. I mean, you know, at the same time, the water is good, but also the water behaves in like not the correct way. You know what I mean? Like when you look at that, like you can see that the water is uneven. So here it looks a little bit higher than over here where the duck is. And then at the beginning, it does these kind of like strange waves that are like not the waves that it should be. But then the reflection is really cool on the water. So that works because it makes like this motion visually, like you can see it after all. Without the reflection, you wouldn't be able to see it. And then we have this kind of waterfall in the background, which is interesting because I didn't even realize that was such a big waterfall there in the background. So that's kind of interesting. Okay, let's have the second one also, which is this one. Oh, oh, here the duck is alive. Wow, it's a little bit creepy. Oh, and the duck has legs. Look at that. The duck has legs and is moving around. And at the end, a little bit farting into the water. There we go. All right. It's a little farty duck. Look at the end. Okay. So that's that. All right. We have to look at some more stuff here. We can close this and that and this. And then here we have this dragon image, which is pretty amazing. Can we make this bigger? Oh, yeah, we can. Look at that. Wow. That is a lot of detail. Look at this. Wow. He's missing the arms. And he has only one leg. The other one is grown into his tail. So there's still a lot of error in there. Look at that guy. Pretty cool with the horns. But overall, wow, look at the shoes and how he's standing on the ground. And there's the village in the background. This looks like the scene from Lord of the Rings, right? No, the Bilbo Baggins movie. It's also Lord of the Rings, but never mind. You know what I mean. So that is a pretty cool scene. Okay, in the full version, we can also see that he has pretty stumpy legs compared to the rest of his body. At least it looks kind of strange. Let me see. Well, actually, no. The legs are, for some reason, they look pretty stumpy, but they are actually pretty long legs. Maybe because his arms are too long. Something is off about his anatomy. Something is very strange here. I can't really like pinpoint it, but it's kind of, it looks strange. Yeah, pretty. The duck was pretty creepy, right? Okay, and there we have a train. Pretty cool, very nice. With the bridge in the background and some power lines. By the way, are you like, I don't know if you're from the generation where you still had overland like power lines and telephone lines and stuff like that, like the normal current ones, not the high power ones we still have, but the normal current ones. I kind of like that, you know, especially on the countryside. I really like to have these power lines and telephone lines through the landscape because I don't know, it's kind of romantic. It kind of adds this like element of, you know, there is nobody around, but still there is like this line there in the air that gives you a little bit like you feel a little bit connected, you know. Still like that. Yeah, a lot of areas, a lot of countries still have that, right? I'm not sure if the US, are you from the US? Is it still in the US? I don't know. Thailand, they have a lot of these lines, especially telephone lines. Power lines, I think also. You see tons of them, especially in the city, but now it's getting, a lot of that is getting replaced with the new skyscrapers. But yeah, anyways, there we have this beautiful foxy lady, so to speak. And yeah, look at that. Look at this. Wow, and look at the legs down here. Looks like a 3D printed and very skillfully painted figurine. So that's also very nice. Pretty cool. Wow. This is one thing I would like about the fantasy world, that you have creatures like that. How cool is that, right? I mean, imagine like it's already pretty cool to cuddle with a cat, and then you have a human-sized cat. That's even better, right? Yeah, it's pretty cool. Wow, look at all that coziness. Very nice. Pretty cool. Fluffy. All right, let's have a look here at these animations and see if how they turned out. Fluffy, fluffy. There we go. Let's see if that worked or not. Ah, yeah, that's the first one. Didn't work at all. It's just scrolling to the side. There's SpongeBob. It's really SpongeBob. SpongeBob eating a moon. Does that count as furry? That's a good question. Maybe, probably. I would say so. I don't know. I'm not into furry stuff, surprisingly, because I really like cats, but I'm not into this furry stuff. That's a little bit strange, I feel like. But then again, well, I can't argue why. Okay, anyways, let's see. Oh, look at that. That's pretty cool. It's not too much animation, but it kind of looks like these old school handmade animation. Oh, wow. The thing, the movement at the end is a little bit creepy, but yeah. Well, the end one is like really, yeah. The rest is kind of like these old children TV shows where they made these animations, but in a cheap way. Also with this little bit stuttering in there and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. But the end is like it suddenly comes alive and feels like a, I don't know, creepy jellyfish. Anyways, do we have some more stuff here? Yes, we do. Okay. Let me verify this real quick. 1 second. Have we checked this out? Oh, no, we didn't. 1 second. Let me close that stuff so we can leave that open. There's one for the animation. Well, we can try that. Yes, okay. Let me verify the other ones real quick. That's okay. It's a little bit strange. Oh, and now we have a lot more Gen 3 stuff. Oh, wow, that's a cool one. Let's save that. And then some guy sent like 5 things. Okay, that's not good for animation, so at least I have a choice. That is also not good for animation. Why are they all so strange? And the last link doesn't even work at all. Okay, so the last link is broken. It says undefined. The link just says undefined. Yeah, we can use this one. Okay. Close this. All right. Bloop. There we have this one with the king. The I'm hot king. And it's already like his couch is burning. We have Godzilla in the background, so that's pretty cool. Yeah. Are we going to talk about conspiracies on this stream as well? Conspiracies? What kind of conspiracies? Why? Why conspiracies? A while back, I made lifelike versions of all the Thundercat characters. Oh, really? Interesting. Okay. Art created by AGI is going to be lit. Imagine creating films better than Lord of the Rings quality on your computer in 2 minutes. I doubt that, to be honest. I don't think we're going to see that anytime soon. But maybe. Who knows? There might be like a techno explosion, but I think the people that the things we will see will be much more everyday-ish, so to speak, right? Like, imagine about all the things we imagined in the past about the future of how it will be, and then how it actually turned out. It's always going to be a very useful version of that is very like cool and very powerful, but it's never the thing we dream about, because the things we have as dreams are usually like, how can I say? If you imagine future, like most of the times when we imagine future, we imagine a better version of what we do today, which is not, it doesn't make any sense. The reason why it doesn't make any sense is because the people from the future, the people we are going to be in 10 years, in 20 years, are not the same people as we are today. They have different interests, they have different wishes, they want to do different stuff. So the things that we think today is cool to do, for them, not so interesting. But they figure out other ways to use it that are really useful to them. To do the things that they think are useful. Like, for example, if you think about the internet, we thought we could do so many cool things with the internet, and we can today, but not in the way that we thought we were going to do it in the past. But still in a very useful way. Where like some things came true, like you sit at home, you order some stuff at your home at the next day. So this, yes, but then also like, who would have thought that we're gonna watch cat videos and people fail in funny ways all day long as YouTube videos and stuff like that, and also like people dancing, not even in a good way, just in an entertaining way, and that's gonna be like a market that makes billions of dollars. Who would have thought that, right? But this is what we thought is what we today think is the best use of the internet, is stupid videos and having your online order the next day, right? Apart from all the cool stuff we thought we might do. That's pretty cool. Kind of like retro style, but pretty nice, right? From the Federal Party. What is the Federal Party? I don't even know what that is. Right. Why would Hollywood die because of AI? Doesn't make sense. If anyone thinks, what was the post says, if anyone thinks that AI can replace acting, they never saw decent movies in his life. Special effects, sure. Special expressions, no. We have to see about that. Whatever it can do or can't do. Can we post some more images? What's the time? No, maybe not. Or maybe a couple, but not too many. Okay, anyways, there we have this kind of strange image. It's interesting. It's pretty strange though. Okay, let's do some videos. What do we have here? I forgot what we uploaded. Let's sort this by date. Oh yeah, we have this kind of robot. Do we have to crop this or not? No, we don't have to. Okay. Robot walking through a city. Analog cinematic movie style. Camera follows the robot. To the right of the image. Let's see if that works. Let's create this twice. Delete that. Take the next one. Woman sitting in a flower laboratory. Camera moving away from her. Okay, let's do this twice. And then the next one. Eerie image of a giant head smiling. Camera moving closer towards it. Okay, cool. There we go. Simply Impractical will generate videos after video, hoping you have the right performance. I mean, it's not really about how much time it takes. It's more about like how useful it is, right? Like, for example, you could say shooting a video is much faster than drawing or making a 3D animation. But people still make anime and Disney movies and 3D movies and whatnot. Even though you might just like take a camera and do it, but then at the same time, people like film a real person and then replace most of their body with a suit that is made in 3D from the capturing. For example, one thing I know is that a lot of times in Asia, when they do these kind of anime movies, they even just use like the animators like acting in front of the cameras, not even special actors or people who are skilled in the movements. They just use the normal actors just to have the like perspective and the body movement. And then they turn that into a scene for an anime movie, right? So you don't need it reduces the cost. It gives you more ability to do different things. You can still do motion capture, but you know, like it comes together with the saving cost and then creating a better output at the same time. And also not to forget to do things you can't do right now with the camera or with the computer with special effects. Either you can't do it, or it would be incredibly time intensive or cost intensive. And with AI, you can do it cheaper. Same thing as you have with practical effects in the past and then digital effects now, is we don't just replace it because it's cheaper. We make it much more complex, and then at the same time also 3D, because you couldn't do it in real life. With what we do with 3D now as special effects is not at all possible with practical effects. This is not just why we do it with visual effects. It is also that the directors, the artists want to they want to break the limits of what you can do. And this is always going to be the goal, to break the limits of what's possible. So people will figure out things they do with AI that are impossible to do any other way, you know? Okay, let me see what we have. I think we checked out already the videos. Let me see what we have here. So let's download these videos. They're already finished. Like, for example, all these kind of strange mistakes that AI is making right now. There is some people who use it artistically. It can be, oh, we only have one of them. Okay, let's make a second one. Like a mistake, something that someone looks at as a mistake can be for another person like an artistic expression, right? So it doesn't mean it's bad just because it doesn't work 100%. Oh, look at that. Pretty cool, right? Very nice. Okay, the city is getting a little bit stretched here on the right side, but still cool. He's walking, he's holding the shield. The city is moving in the background. It's pretty impressive stuff, I would say, right? Potential uses. Yeah. And personally, I don't think AI is going to do stuff on its own for a long time, especially with this kind of sophisticated stuff like creating a movie. Creating an image, creating a meme, creating a sticker, creating an emoji, absolutely. Stuff like that, yes, because that's easy. But creating a full 2-hour movie, I don't really think so. But it's going to be a very, very good tool for movie creation. Oh, that's shit. Not a robot. It made it again. Okay, it's another robot. This is the version that you ordered on Wish on the right side. Okay, cool. All right. It didn't work at all. Yeah. Okay. Let's see the next one. Look at that. Wow. Whoa, look at that. Okay, cool. Oh, look how she's... Oh, she has another... She has a hand instead of a foot. Pretty cool. It would be nicer if she was blinking, but it's pretty impressive. Other than that, is a hand instead of a foot. Pretty nice. That's impressive. Very cool. Okay. But like, for example, I think like one effect that we already see right now, and as you can see here, is like AI is able... Oh, wow, look at that. AI is able to create these kind of like dream-like situations that are very strange, and you can't really do that with classic movie methods or even with like special effects or 3D software, stuff like that. Especially also because we have never seen that before. This is something like we know it maybe from dreams, but not in this kind of strange way that AI is doing it, and especially not visualized, you know. So we have dream sequences in movies and drug sequences in movies, but they look very directed and artistic and purposeful and like a dancing arrangement of the brain that is always artistic and expressive and beautiful and like choreographed and whatnot. AI is doing stuff that are stupid and random and pointless, and because of that, it looks a lot more like an actual dream where stuff happens and makes no sense. You know what I mean? The three-legged lady. There we go. All right, and there we have the head. Oh, wow. But he's not smiling. Is he smiling at the end? No. That is creepy. Ugh. Oh, and the light is changing at the end. And this is, by the way, as you can see here, it's not just zooming into the image, it's actually doing the like perspective changes. Like look at the face, for example, how this is changing. It's not just zooming into a static image. That is pretty interesting. Very nice. You see, like the camera is moving a little bit, you can see that it's 3D. That is pretty cool. All right. Cool and creepy. We have one more of these scenes here now. This is also finished. Luma is like Runway Gen-2. Oh, interesting. Okay. Although Runway Gen-2 was pretty bad, to be honest. There we have the other version. Oh, the light is changing. He looks like Frankenstein at the end. Oh my god. Oh my god. The eyes are kind of popping out of the head. Wow. Ugh, that's pretty eerie. Ugh. Okay. Ugh. All right. Do we have some more stuff here? Oh, okay. Let me check this real quick. And this is going to be the last stuff here. Wait a second. I think I can turn off the document. How do I do this? Settings. Responses. I don't... There is a way to turn it off, but I don't know how to do it right now. Anyways, I will just color the last one in red, so I know this is the last one. Okay, let me check out what we have here. Oh, this is already, oh, I forgot to color them in. Okay, 1 second. So, oh, this, okay, I know this guy. So we can ignore all of that. Ooh. Okay, 1 second. Oh, okay, monster. There's something for Gen 3. I can't use that for Gen 3 because it's not in the wide format. It's in the high format. And the other one doesn't give me access. Okay, so we only have 2 of them. Great. All right, we have here cello. Oh, I would love some cello vodka right now. That sounds very good. Toon Crafter is frame-to-frame interpolation with... Ah, yes. Toon Crafter does interpolation. Yeah, absolutely. Comic animation generator. Story diffusion. Right. There we go. Oh, man, that would be right. Very good right now. Cello vodka. Is that a real thing? Is that a real bottle? No. Can you buy cello vodka? Don't think so, right? It would be cool, though. Right? That would be interesting. And then we have here the dancing monster, and we down here have some dancing witches, I guess. So we have a... The monster's actually looking like it's dancing. It's pretty cool. Very nice. And it looks kind of creepy, but at the same time, because of the dancing, it looks kind of cool and nice. So that's pretty nice. It's pretty interesting. Like that. Okay, cool. Yeah, so that's it. And this is also a little bit pixel artish. Artsy fartsy. Okay. So we can take some time for talking. That's also cool. There we go. Let's put the chat in the middle so I can see that. And yeah. How about Little Pony Whiskey? Little Pony Whiskey? There's Little Pony Whiskey. Pony Express? Kentucky Straight? What the hell? Oh, I can look if there's cello vodka. No, you can buy it. You can make it as recipes, but there's no, like, you can't buy it in a bottle. I mean, of course, like cello in a bottle would be kind of strange, but the cello taste, you know what I mean? Cello taste. I don't know. Does anybody know Grasovska? The vodka Grasovska is made with buffalo grass. Tastes pretty interesting. Pretty nice taste. Hi, Ken Cargulo. There we go. Alcoholic jelly is in a little shot glass. Yeah, right. I mean, they could also sell that, you know, in little like plastic cello containers with a little shot of vodka in there. That should be okay, right? Should work. Anyways, yeah. So the future of AI is pretty. We have to see where it's going, what it's going to do. And I'm really happy to see that it's going to, like in the like in recent weeks, recent months, it's used more in arts, right? Especially like music videos, because there you can allow more craziness, but also in advertisement, often where people don't even realize it. And I think in general, people don't even care too much about the errors. If the errors are not too strange and too obvious, people just like, yeah. Why would they care about that, as long as the scene looks good, right? And also because they are not even aware to look for any kind of mistakes in the image, and our eyes like to fill in the details for the image anyways. So there is a high chance that our eyes are going to correct the errors if we're not looking for them, right? So how often do I use Flux? Sometimes. I haven't really adopted it yet as my main thing to use it, but I really should use it more. Especially now there's ControlNet and there is like LoRa's for it and stuff. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. Never bothered to install SVD, which SVD is pretty bad. So not worry about that. From that closer or even compared to any of these video channels. No, not at all. Like SVD is pretty unguided and like it does very, very random stuff and pretty short videos also. Like this is, as you've seen, is like 10-second videos. I mean, you can do longer videos with Stable Diffusion, but it's pretty render intense, and usually you have to have a lot of guidance. Like video to video is best, and then you do maybe, for example, open pose, and then you decide on a new style. But it needs a lot of guidance. It can't like just, you can't just like input one image and then hope to get a good result most of the times out of that. To like have something sophisticated, especially here with the water movement and stuff like that, I don't think Stable Diffusion is good like that. You have Kling, but that's an online model. Because these models are also very big. Like this is something also for the future, because you have to consider that a better model needs more information in there, more of these data points. And we're talking about billions, and then in the future probably trillions of data points, right? So these models are going to be very massive. And there's a question if the future models are able to run on local hardware anyways, right? So there might be a version of our future where we have like local LoRa's, and then the actual model is running online on servers because it's just too intense to run. Or we have like lighter models that we can download and use. There's of course also the chance that things are going to be optimized. So personally, I think that a lot of the information that is inside of an AI model right now is maybe not even used by the model. It's just in there. But for practical purposes, you probably could cut out a lot of that information and it still would give you good results. But we haven't figured out how to do that yet. So probably in the future, we will have much higher, like compressed, smaller models, more optimized models, better trained models, more sophisticated models that will allow to have much smaller models running on much cheaper hardware and getting pretty good results, you know, because after all, I think in most cases, we don't need the sophistication of all of the information. We just need something that looks good enough and does the job, basically, right? If you remember, like, for example, if you think about video games, they do a lot of trickery, like they bake in the shadows so they don't have to render them live, at least in the past. Now we have like live shadows, but still they do a lot of trickery where it just looks good enough for you to trick you. Like, for example, if you see a mountain, a really huge mountain in a video game, it's usually just a small hill, but for the camera trickery and the textures, it looks like a giant mountain, right? But it would be like way too intense to render the whole mountain, so they just make a little hill and make it look like it's big. And it's like it looks like it's far away, but it's actually pretty close to you, right? All these kind of tricks that you can do with the camera, with the effects, stuff like that. And I think we could probably do that with the AI models, where, for example, I hear that they training models on model weights, so you don't have to have all of the model. You train it on the weights, so the model learns how a model would do it. So like compared in the sense of right now, we can fake what a 3D renderer would look like that takes minutes or even hours to render that one frame. We can do it now in seconds because the AI can like fake all of that. In the future, we might have AI models that can fake the output of more sophisticated AI models because they're trained on what the weights would do rather than all of the information, right? Started a rush to optimize it to run it on lower end PCs, and it's working. Yeah, absolutely. That's also what they said at the beginning, like Flux is very unoptimized, and then they have to do all the optimization work to make it much better in the future, right? Which is also like, it's very important not just for the local use, but also for the commercial use, because like right now, all of these kind of AI things that are running online, they are actually way too expensive for what it actually is worth as a service to a customer, especially if you think about all these kind of like AI generated responses that are created by Google and such. It takes a lot more like data or like power to create these results, and then at the same time they are not so good, and they don't create additional income. Like you don't really pay more, you don't pay at all for YouTube, but the advertisement customers don't pay more just because it's an AI result, right? So it has to be optimized in a way where it's cost optimized and then also gives you better output, right? And that's a big challenge, I think, because there's some articles online where you can see like how much the cost has risen from all these companies using that. And it's, by the way, the interesting thing here is not just the cost money-wise, it's also the cost energy-wise. And the cost energy-wise, of course, is like bad for the nature and the climate. So it's not a good thing, but we are still doing it, right? Talking about the AI bubble, there's certainly a bubble. And for me, I'm just like, I'm happy to see when it's going to burst, because there basically has to be a burst of a new technology before the actual application. That's kind of like a somewhat of a natural process that is happening. Like there's like, if you look back in history, there is kind of this repeating scheme, and this repeating scheme is basically drawn by the interest of, well, basically of money and of greed. So the way it works is you have a new technology and it becomes fancy. Everybody is interested in it. So people start to massively overpromise the potential of that new technology and what it can do and how it can reduce cost to drive in, to draw in investors and make a lot of money from that. Then all of that is going bust because none of that works in the way it's promised, and also because, like I said, the future application is almost never the application that we imagine right now, because we can't look in the future, but also the society and our interests change over time, right? So you have the busting of the bubble, then the money goes away. All of these companies die that have overpromised and have actually no product to show, but the technology stays around. And then it takes a couple of years, around 5 years, to recover the market. And then afterwards, in the meantime, people who are really interested in that, they work on that, but they can work on their own without interruption, without the pressure of investors. And then they come up with actually working good concepts that make sense and build products that actually work. But there is no investor money, because people have been burned by that, so nobody wants to give money. And that is a good thing, because if there is no money given to them, they actually have to build something where they can make money from the customers with an actual product, rather than overpromising and getting money stuffed down their throat for delivering nothing, right? And that means they build an actually useful product, and they are tested by the market and by the demand and the willingness of customers to pay for that. And this will create robust products that are actually oriented on what people really want. Now, the thing is, what people really want is not some lofty, dreamy future utopia, because it sounds good in your head, but really you don't want that. You want everyday stuff. You want very normal everyday things, because they are low energy. Now, low energy is a different concept, and I can explain it to you on your own experience. So if you have a very good movie that is 2 hours long, or let's say 3 hours long, it's a really good movie, you're not going to watch that movie. The reason for that is, first of all, you need to have 3 hours. Secondly, you need to be rested and clear of mind and take the time to watch that movie. And most of the time when you come home from work, this is not what you are. So you say, I'm gonna put that on my list and I watch it when I have time for that. So instead, you're watching for 3 hours, same time, you're watching shitty like soaps and shows and all this kind of crap they put out, because watching that is low risk, it is low energy, it actually gives you energy back. Because if you watch like low value things, like let's say Family Guy is pretty bottom of the barrel comedy, but you don't have to use your mind. You can like be half asleep and still understand the jokes. You can miss half of the show and still understand the story, because it's so low effort. So that is actually done by intention, because you will choose to watch that show over something that's much better, because then you can sit there, you can fall asleep, you can have your food, you can go, I don't know, to the fridge and not miss much, because you just have been gone for like 2-3 minutes and come back, and it doesn't interfere with understanding the story plot, right? So yeah, so like bad things are actually good for the everyday use, right? And this is like where the utopian lofty dreams just like melt away, because it's first of all very cost intensive, and secondly, nobody actually wants that. We want shitty stuff because shitty stuff is convenient. That's just who we are. That's just what it is. And if you think you're different, you're just lying to yourself. Because actually, what are you doing on the internet? Don't lie to me. Don't tell me you're going on Wikipedia and educating yourself, and you learn like 5 different languages, and you learn coding and playing the violin and all that kind of stuff. You don't do that. You go on the internet, you watch some cat movies, you watch some other movies that your wife shouldn't find out about, and then you play some video games like a shooter or some other stuff that is also low energy, and then you go to sleep. And that's what we do, right? And sometimes we go online and we watch a little bit of Neil deGrasse Tyson talking about a black hole, and we feel very educated and understand nothing he says, but it's cool to listen to him. And that's where we think, oh, we actually had some value, but no, we don't, right? What are you going to do with the black hole knowledge? Nothing, right? So yeah, we just like, don't tell me you watch like Shakespeare every night, you know, and analyze the writings of, I don't know, you know, Hemingway. It's bullshit. You don't do that. No, nobody does that. We watch Family Guy, we play a little bit of Call of Duty, we eat a pizza, and then we go to bed. That's what we do most of the time, right? Be honest about it. Be honest. Yeah. We do read some good books once in a while. Not every day. We watch some good movies once in a while, but not every day, right? Also, there's enough of that. There's enough good movies out there. Anyways, yeah, so be prepared for some pretty cool but also very low energy AI products in the future. If you think you're gonna see a new Stanley Kubrick movie or whatever, like good movie you want to watch every day, every night, created by AI, no, I don't think so. I don't think that's gonna be a thing, right? But one thing I can tell you is that the future generations, maybe parts of us included, if you're still willing to learn a lot, are going to be much more educated than we are right now, because they and us, we have private teachers explaining stuff to us. So if you're interested about things, you can have a much deeper understanding, which is surprising, because you would think reading books would give you a deeper understanding, and it does to a certain degree. But books are also filled with a lot of fluff and information you might not really need about that topic. While in AI, you can like ask not just like the most random and absurd questions, but you can also like, I don't know, like ask questions about things you always wanted to know and you didn't really understand. So you can like get a little bit deeper with that knowledge, you know? So that's really helping. Reminds me of the McDonald's bit from Jim Gaffigan. Who is Jim Gaffigan? I don't know who that is. Everyone eats McDonald's. Yeah, right? I mean, last time I was in Bangkok, like a month ago, I ate so much KFC. It's crazy. Like I for some reason, I had a big hunger for just like eating KFC. I was there like, I don't know, every other day I was at KFC. And also it's a lot cheaper there. Right? So I don't know. It's just like, I mean, At some point, you just have eaten enough Thai food. You want to have something different. Do they do Oktoberfest in Austria? They kind of do. They have their own version, like it's a little bit Oktoberfesty, but it's not the same thing. It's kind of like, yeah, I don't know. It's pretty strange because the Bavarian culture and the most of the Austrian culture is pretty similar, but at the same time, like they do have their country like celebrations parties on the countryside, and they are pretty similar to what you have in Bavaria. But the Oktoberfest, of course, like the Oktoberfest is a specific Munich thing. So if you put it at any other place, it's going to be like kind of a ripoff, right? And you can't have the same atmosphere because these huge tents, it's just a different thing. And the whole atmosphere, although I think today the atmosphere on the actual Oktoberfest is not as good anymore as it was in the past because it's just too overflown. Reading is inherently beneficial because it creates structures in the mind, whereas screen and generally spending time with the device. Kind of. Like you can read the same stuff on a screen. So I agree that spending time on the screen will numb your brain and make you less educated over time, especially because we tend to do bad stuff on a screen, like watching YouTube shorts for hours on end, or playing video games. But you can also read books like on a Kindle or whatnot. I've read a lot of books on my Kindle, so you can still like read actual reading. But yes, yeah, if you read books, especially good books, it's creating a structure in your mind. By the way, this is also an interesting thing. The brain is the brain is just substance, just like the rest of our body. And just like the rest of your body, like for example your stomach, if you eat bad stuff, you get fat and like soft and fluffy, and you have like high blood pressure and bad cholesterol and whatnot, and heart problems and all that kind of stuff, right? So that's an effect of eating bad. Now, if you have bad information coming to your brain every single day, kind of the same thing happens to your brain because you don't have the good information to make the good decisions. You only have like junk food information in your brain that only gives you junk food results from that. So you can't like have formed the same quality thoughts as, like, for example, if you are fit and you eat healthy, you have a fit and healthy body, you can do other stuff with your body. So kind of makes sense. But in that regard, and which is really interesting, information to us is not objective. Because we are people, we are subjective towards the information. So you have a certain ability to handle information. So whatever you put in your brain beforehand as information can define and will define how you are able to handle that information, which is also often why, for example, people with low education make bad decisions, because they don't have the information to make educated decisions. This is why they are called educated decisions, right? While people who have a lot of education often can make better decisions, at least in the area where they are educated about, right? And so, like, for example, if you have someone who has built a very successful company, that person can build another successful company, no problem. But if you have, even if you give the books and tell the person in a book how to build a successful company, if they don't have experience, if they don't have the knowledge, if they haven't trained their brain on how to build that, they don't know. You can't just like read a book and say, oh, now I am a successful businessman. It doesn't work like that. Just like you can't just read a book and say, oh, now I have the like mental capacity of an athlete to do stuff. No, you don't, because an athlete can go over his limits, but in a way that makes sense, while you can't even reach your limits because you don't have the same like strength to push your body, So that's something you can learn, but you have to want to learn it, right? So yeah, anyways, to have common sense. Yeah, pretty much, right? I mean, there's a lot of educated people who don't have common sense, so there is kind of like like an interesting effect of the minds going kind of off rails. You know, like there's people who are very educated, but at the same time believe in conspiracies. But that is, this, interestingly enough, sorry that I'm going like all these kind of topics. Interestingly enough, believing in a conspiracy has not so much to do about how educated you are, even though you fall easier for a conspiracy if you are less educated because you have not enough information to compare it to. But believing in a conspiracy is a sign of your mental distress. It doesn't have anything to do with you, with your ability to think clear. It basically, in most cases, means you have problems in your life, and this is how you cope with them. It's a coping mechanism of our brain. So, like for example, the conspiracies where people say, "Oh, there's like a ghost or whatever they call it, ghost government, whatever," is if you have lost a lot of control over your life, you can get back some control over your life by saying, "Oh, I know there are some bad actors and they are hiding, but I have found out about it, so I have power over them," which gives you the fake idea that you have power over the world. It's just in your head, but it kind of works for the people. Anyways, we actually wanted to talk about AI. It kind of has to do with AI, though. What's the time? Oh, shit. Okay, time is already pretty late. After you read a book, you imitate He-Man and hold the book in the air. Oh, yeah, the power, yeah. Absolutely. There we go, okay. You should make a looping video of an apartment and use that as a background. I kind of like, I always thought I want to rebuild my room to look cool and then use that as a background, but I'm kind of like lazy when it comes to cleaning up my room, and also I'm lazy and furnishing my room, you know, like putting nice stuff in my room. So I love art, but I don't really buy art. It's pretty, I don't know, it doesn't look like that at all. I can tell you that my room doesn't look that fancy. I wish it would, but I never take the time to make it that nice. Anyways, Bigfoot is my stepsister. Oh my god. Okay. I think people that are born in a television era can learn faster than the internet era. Like television cannot be paused, so the brain is always working to save the data. I don't know what you mean by that. I mean, first of all, you can pause a television, you just turn it off, so that's no problem. And then you can like reach information faster and easier in the internet. So I'm not quite sure I agree on that. You didn't know there was an AI background, really? It kind of, I mean, the light on me is different than that, you know? Yeah, it's an AI background. Yeah, I wish I had a room like that. That's pretty cool. It's very nice. Look at that. Pretty cool. Maybe someday I will get my butt up and actually furnish my room in a nice way. Oh man. Anyways, that's it for today. Let me find the end cue. I think this is good here. There we go, end screen. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you had fun today. I actually wanted to do some Krita, but I didn't. But I think it was fun anyways with the Gen 3 and the reviews of your images and a little bit of talking at the end. I find like the talking at the end is kind of nice, right? Add a little bit of time and hang out. I should look more at the chat though. I'm sorry about that. I'm still not like a social player with the community. That's still not in my blood. I should do that more though. Next time we will try that, have a conversation with the community. Okay, thank you very much and see you soon. Bye. By the way, I made the music you hear at the end. It's from me.